Here's my 2007 Honda CR-V EXL. The L stands for leather. I bought this November 2017 from a woman who purchased it brand new, so it was a one owner in California. So the car is 100% original paint, including the front and rear bumpers, and never been in any accident. It had 63,000 miles on it the day I bought it. I was actually looking to purchase an EX because I prefer the cloth, as I'll show you the leather shortly, because Honda does not make good leather. Show you a couple flaws with it. A little chip right there. This is the Santa Barbara Mountains, by the way. And I put on these Michelin tires shortly after I bought it. You can see, and they have a little defect. When it's cold in the morning, they feel like they're out of balance. They have a choppy boom, boom, boom. I researched into it, and this one guy that he was hired by Porsche to investigate the Paul Walker Porsche accident. He said the problem is the sidewalls. They are defective. I've had Michelin tires on most of my cars for the last 20 years. They've all been great, but I got a bad set. I've had them balanced 3 times. I'm just gonna live with it because they smoothen out after about 6 miles. And on hot days, they don't even have that choppy ride to them. They're smooth right away. And then right here, there's a little ding, and my dent master could not remove it. He said right inside the door, there's a crash bar, and he couldn't get behind it. I put the tow bar on it in case I ever have to rent a motorcycle trailer, because I like motorcycles. Weak points of the car, and I've already replaced it, is, see the door lock, you can hear it. That's a healthy one. I just replaced it a few months ago. It used to make a weird noise. That is known to be a defective part on these CR-Vs. I purchased the brand new original equipment manufacturer Honda part off eBay for $65 and had my mechanic install. It took about an hour. Let's see how many miles on this thing. 71,928. Right here. There we go. Now, the air conditioning compressors are known to go bad on these, and when they do, they blow metal particulate throughout the entire air conditioner system, and it's very expensive. Maybe, I don't know how much, $2,000 or $3,000 to fix it. So I knew before I even bought this vehicle that I was going to replace it on any of the CR-Vs that I ever would get. I did my research and I found out Denso, D-E-N-S-O, is one of the best ones out there, and bought a brand new one for approximately $360 and hired my mechanic to install it. The one he pulled out of the car was working perfectly, but it was the original one. Total was $750 for the parts and labor. And that basically was an insurance policy to keep the expense down to a reasonable level. The other thing I did not have to do it, but I researched out the best battery to get. And as you can see, and it was pretty pricey. I think it was $135. I'm very happy with it. The reason I bought this 2007, because I considered a 2002 through 2006, which is the second generation. Well, those doors have their handle right about where the CR-V is, and you pull it out to the side. As you can see, it goes up in the air, And the reason I wanted that was in case I ever went camping for a day or two and it's raining a little bit, I can just stand under here and keep out of the rain. So that was a deciding factor on stepping up to the 2007. Now this Aleo cushion, I use that only for longer trips, not around town. I put it and use it like if I'm going to LA, which is about 90 miles away, because without it, long distance, your butt really hurts. These seats are just terrible for long distance, but around town, they're not bad. The leather looks good, but it's just cheap. That's why I personally prefer cloth. Now, so what I'm gonna do back here is I bought a 2-inch pad and I'm gonna cut it to fill this area here and all of that. And it's not a huge amount of room, but it's enough to sleep in for 1 or 2 nights. So that's basically one of the plans. Let's take a view of the Santa Barbara mountain right out there. That's 27-mile Long Island. It's called Santa Cruz Island, Pacific Ocean.